stunning Super League game on a Saturday night, and Warrington restart trailing 16-14 against the Saints, for whom Wellens now has the ball.
Pretty important to either side if they can post a try very early in this second stanza. We knew it was going to be very, very close at one point after 15-20 minutes. St Helens was so dominant, making so many breaks, and yet full credit to Warrington. They dug deep, steadied the ship. Tony Smith made a few changes.
Isn't Roby having a game?
Oh, what a great game. I mean, both Roby and James Graham have just been outstanding so far.
Wilkin with the deep kick downfield. Mathers is underneath it, the Warrington fullback, and will motor the ball forward. Gets as far as Clough and Scott Moore. There's Vinnie Anderson, who nearly went behind Riley, but the winger did well.
Oh, had to be very careful there. It was tiptoeing through the tulips. Well, not hardly tulips, but there were three players, Warrington.
Yes, Solomona was just ambling back, and he went round the back of him.
Be interesting to see how Warrington, if they play very cautious, or whether they'll give it plenty of air. It's gone out wide, but they'll probably play for position. This is where Lee Breers comes into his own.
Morley drives it forward on the last.
Blindside kick from Breers.
Crossfield kick,
Poor
into the arms of Wellens. Ooh, he showed it then to Foster. Held on. Good job he did as well. Here's Roby again. The referee pointed and shouted at David Solomona not to get involved. Penalty. Hands in, had to play the ball.
Yeah, messing around. Little doubt about it as well. Paul Wood vainly just says to the referee, well, he dropped it, didn't he? With the help of that person there.
Paul Wood, try scorer, first half.
Well, only 2 points adrift Warrington, as you can see with the scoreline there, and I suppose in many ways Tony Smith, they struggle to get through 50% of possession. It's not the sort of percentage that Smith would have wanted.
Great ball from Cunningham to Roby. Roby goes down on the second tackle, 25 metres away from the Warrington line. Here goes Jake Emmett. 13 on low at Lee this year for Jake Emmett. Here is Pulatua. Not the best ball. It was dipping in front of Leon Price. Matt King's after him. He gets the ball away brilliantly though to Moore. Moore's grounded on tackle number 4. Here goes Chris Flannery with a run. Fires the pass to Pulatua. Well, they know the offloading skill of Tony Pulatua. They're watching him so closely tonight.
Good work by Lee Breers, looking for the offload. Chip into the corner, well taken. Oh, boom.
And play on. It was an airborne collision between Melly and Mathers.
I think Melly just got it right. I think he just got the feet back on the ground before he made contact.
And Leon Price not happy with that challenge there from Westwood. As we look at this, it was a collision.
Sure, yeah.
Leon Price was screaming at the referee then when Westwood came towards him. Wasn't happy with the challenge as Westwood brought the ball out of defence at all. Nothing given. That's why Warrington run a halfway after the 4th tackle.
And that's good work as well.
Here's Morley. 10 metres gained now. The kick from Breers. Crossfield again. Good kick this time, behind Wellens. Wellens has got work to do. And does it. That was a bit high from Solomona.
Just lazy there. As soon as he steps in, he knew he'd gone high. As soon as he made contact, Mr. Ali Bear would have blown the whistle. He's having a fine game. Yeah, over the past 3 or 4 weeks, I've been extremely impressed.
Lee Breers wasn't impressed there.
No, he's disappointed with his chase team there, Eddie. He's put a kick in, forced Paul Wellens to get into the in goal. You'd expect the chase to be a little bit better, and I think that's what Breers, he was trying to rev up his team. Let's get this chase. He puts a good kick in, reward it with a good chase.
Cunningham. Paul Wood was screamed at by the referee. I said you were offside, says Thierry Alibert. Paul Wood was offside, as you can see he is, and the referee's pointing at him, look.
Yep. He had a couple to choose
3 in a row penalties for St Helens, started this second half.
But look at the depth it got with the penalty kick.
And here goes Clough, spinning away from Atkins, can't get away from Vinnie Anderson, who of course played 49 times for St Helens himself, 2 years, 2005 to 2007.
We see 3 forwards trundle up. Cunningham.
Morley's all over Cunningham. Oh, that's great hit by Brian Atkins in the back of James Roby. They went backwards there, Saints. Here is Moore, though, going forward with Flannery. Scott Moore again. Gives it to Clough. Oh, has he got the ball down? Has Clough got the ball down?
He'll go upstairs for this one.
It's a call for Steve Ganson, the video referee.
Is it a double movement? That's what he's looking for. As the ball being stopped, I think he's just short.
You look at the player. Look at the player, Steve, and he says no.
He's short there, but he's still moving.
He's not.
He's lost
got that there.
I think he's lost it. I think it's just a little gap. Scrambling defence, arms, legs, also it's in the way. I think he just loses it there for a moment. Watch the right arm come away. That's where the knock-on will be given.
Well,
it's no try.
I don't know if they'll call that a knock-on,
No, I'm not sure either. He's trying to get downward pressure with the arm, isn't he?
Yeah.
Play on, tackle 4, is that where they go?
Well, let's see what Steve Ganson says. 4th tackle attack, so it wasn't a knock-on.
I think he's got that right, but great defence, Eddie.
Good defence. The feet were there, weren't they, to prevent the touchdown. Price had to stoop for the pass. Pops it up then to Emmett. Oh, what a hit from Anderson. Last one for Saints here. It's with Price. Wide it goes to Wilkin. A dab through and into the arms of Chris Hicks.
Tremendous position by the winger there. Absolutely superb.
It appears that's where Warrington are stronger than St Helens. The ability to put more punishing kicks into that in-goal area, doesn't it? Wilkin was under greater pressure there. I think that's another focus we said in the first half. Warrington want to put your kickers under pressure, but they don't have the accuracy that Lee Breers provides for the Wolves.
Clark gets the ball away to Matt King. He just stumbled through the first challenge, couldn't get away from Francis Melly. Quick play the ball. Here goes John Clark down the right-hand side.
And again, they get over the advantage line.
Last one.
Oh, he nearly lost it then. Did well to hang on. It'll be a high one. No, and again,
Crossfield along the deck again. Foster did well.
Just spun away at the last moment. Threw his body on the line. That was good. Had to be.
Here's Wellens once more. Can't get away from Paul Wood.
Another teasing kick from Lee Breers.
Flannery's going nowhere. That's 3 crossfield kicks from Breers. Roby. Let's go down to Bill.
Eddie, you mentioned Lee Breers there. He's really given himself a hard time because I don't think he's too impressed with his contribution thus far in the second half. None of those 3 kicks he's looked really happy with in the end of. And there was a pass just a short time ago to Chris Hicks, a little ball that didn't work out, and he was chuntering to himself about that. He obviously feels that it should be going better for him.
Brian Carney's guest on Super League Supermen last Thursday. His next guest is Kevin Sinfield this week, the Leeds skipper. Wonder what he'll have to say about the defeat to Wigan. Solomona's thinking about the offload.
Oh, now then, did he play that correctly? Seemed to just roll back.
No, Warrington have got the penalty.
Now, what on earth is this?
He actually touches it with his foot.
He got it right, but did he move off the mark? Either way, they've got the penalty. The difference between the 2 sides in the second half is that Warrington are getting over the halfway line with their set of 6. And when you get a penalty like that, look the position they're in.
Westwood is dealt with by 3. They're 10 metres away, though, Warrington. Here's Ben Harrison. Offside. He could have picked 6 of them. They should have all been on the goal line with feet behind the whitewash, and they weren't. Here now is Matt King. Matt King. Referee shouts held. He's right on the spot to make the call. This is Clark. Clark then to Harrison. Changes direction, Ben Harrison.
He nearly used Carvel there as it Shepherd just stopped in time.
Clark again. And he's through. Is he?
Yes, he's
over the line.
He's got it down.
Scored the try. What a contribution from Ben Westwood so far. Tremendous try from Warrington. There he is, Ben Westwood, playing some of the best rugby league of his career, as I said in the first half. Try there, little wink at the camera. 17 goals in the last 4 before tonight.
Well, it was a penalty. It was a penalty, Eddie, that allowed him to get into a good position. And talking of good positions, so was the official. This was a wonderful effort. Watch how he spins. Make sure it doesn't look like a double movement. He keeps the ball-carrying arm off the ground as long as he could, and then plonks it down. Surely this will be an easy conversion.
Well, when you consider he scored the penalty from 45 metres out before half-time, he would just flick this over with his toe, wouldn't he?
You'd have to think so. What a great addition to his game. He's a great all-round player. To have this kicking game is special.
14 times an England international, Ben Westwood. I think he can get his passport out and get ready for the Four Nations. I think he's a certainty.
He's had a tremendous game, and let's not forget that magnificent penalty that he kicked. When the clock was up, they came out of the line far too quickly. Give this guy half a chance and he will make you suffer. Give it a wink. Yep. He's so popular here, Brian.
There he is. You know, I'm just saying the players are going to have to be very careful. There's a bit of back chat going to the referee, and I think you might make a decision soon, at least to give a penalty, unless they start. You got to respect the referee, no matter if you think his decision is right or wrong.
The size of Ben Westwood's contribution to this so far, measured by 4 goals and a try, and he hasn't missed a kick yet. Here he is again.
And let's not forget it.
Great play to Clark.
Sorry, man, he's already done 16 tackles as well. He's an all-rounder. Absolutely superb performance so far.
Vinnie Anderson taking on Leon Price. Warrington fans saying that was high. Referee disagrees. Clark gets the ball away to Breers. Breers with a kick down the line. Dealt with by Gardner. King was all over him. Wellens had a look what's in front of him, and it was Westwood.
It's been a great highlight of this game is the fact that all wingers, they've anticipated the kick, they've put themselves in good positions time and time again. And that comes about by strong, hard work. That looked high too on Graham, but the return of this fella in combination to the man that's just offloaded.
Oh, what a ball! Here's Wellens. Wellens is tracked down by Clark, and down he goes. The pass from Wilkin was outstanding. Cunningham to Clough. Back it goes to Moore. This is Roby. Saints are back again. That was outstanding play. First of all, the pass from Wilkin, then the run from Wellens, then the try from John Wilkin. Rugby league out of the top draw. Roby with the try.
You're right, Eddie, sensational. Unbelievable. They have just been given the sucker punch from the Westwood try that took them to 2016, and they have bounced back straight away. What about that offload there for Wilkin? This is the 4th clean break that the fullback Paul Wellens has had. Right down the middle. Didn't panic. Oh, super offload. Little run around. He knew he was going to get there. You You can't praise this game any higher. It is just outstanding.
I think I credited Wilkin with the pass and the try. It was Roby on the second, the reprise of the try from Roby. Wonderful.
You got the offload right, Eddie, and it was out of the top drawer.
Oh. Now then, Foster. The scores are level. Jamie Foster, young man. Is he up to it? He most certainly is. He's cool as a cucumber, this fella. 22-20, Saints. It's swinging one way, then the other, but Roby has been magnificent tonight.
There's so many players out there that have been absolutely outstanding, including the fullback Paul Wellens. I don't think I've seen a bad player out there.
You know, Eddie, having the ball in your opponent's half is obviously an advantage in a sport like rugby league, and Warrington have had almost twice as much of that as St Helens, which underlines just how good this Saints side are.
Well, Warrington's lead lasted precisely 3 minutes. Here's Graham. Halted by Carvel and King. Cunningham to Price. Roby again.
Looks like there's a bit of movement as well, Eddie, on the Warrington bench. Michael Monaghan preparing to come out on the field.
He's been off for a long time, hasn't he? He doesn't look 100%, but even a 90% fit Michael Monaghan would be a good addition. Here goes Cunningham again. There's Price on the inside.
And it's no coincidence, you know, that man at dummy half, Kieran Cunningham, he's just absolutely magnificent. So is the pass.
It's still alive. It's still alive. Who wants it? Carvel gets it.
That'll be the first knock on the last. That'll be the turnover. Trying the pressure. Boy, the offloads, the attitude of these two sides.
Sorry, Steve, only Leeds and Wigan have beaten Warrington at home this year so far. 2 draws is as close as Warrington have come since 2001. 28 all in 2001, 30 all in 2003. Some close shaves as well. 16-18 here 2005, 31-30 2005 at Knowsley Road. That was Ian Millward's last game in charge. And 17-16 at Knowsley Road in 2008. Sean Long's drop goal. Warrington have been close, but not close enough. And at the moment, they're close again, but not close enough. Monaghan has returned. There he is. Is he fit? Is he 100%?
Well, it's obviously taken a gamble by Tony Smith if that's the case, because he knows he's got the character, he knows he's got the skill factor. It's a high one this time.
Crossfield, Foster's underneath it.
Great stuff. Warrington fans claiming that he used it as a shepherd, but it was a good take. And that's the first change of the tactics we've seen from Lee Brewer's kicking game. Previous to that, the first 4 was on the ground, plied for position. Did well, though. He's impressed me, Foster.
Well, he impressed you earlier this year, didn't he? Jamie Foster. Oops, Graham with a mistake. Maybe a crucial error.
He knows it too. Nothing wrong with the pass. Just had a little glance at Anderson coming at him. Monaghan says, this is our moment. This is our chance. So much experience on either side.
You won't see that too many times, will you, from James Graham? I think he's just recently back on the field.
Let's get down to Bill on the side quickly.
Eddie, you were wondering about the fitness of Michael Monaghan. He did get a bang in the face early in the first half. He was a little bit groggy, but I don't think there's anything wrong with him other than that.
That's good news for Warrington then, Bill.
I love this game when they just say he's a little bit groggy, but there's nothing to worry about. Fantastic.
Hicks, Chris Hicks, who has, of course, recently said that he will be here in 2011. It's Carvel. Carvel still. Good run from the prop forward, that. Monaghan finds Breers. Breers then finds Vinnie Anderson. Oh, and the pass was behind the first runner and then found touch.
They got caught out with this in the first half as well. No one coming on that second phase. Tragedy.
It's a tragedy that the ball didn't go to hand, you're right, Steve-O, but they'll get a lot of enjoyment out of the setup. The setup caused St. Helens trouble. If that pass had got to hands, it was a walk-in try for Chris Hicks. So the attacking setup is good. The attacking setup by Warrington is good.
The longer that this game stays in St. Helens' hands, Brian, with 21 minutes remaining, how much more anxious do Warrington become?
Well, I don't know that they'll become more anxious. St. Helens, as we've said before, they've won plenty of big games, and they've got players out here that won plenty of big games. But Warrington too have some match winners, some guys that can do some special things when a game is close, as they've proved this season.
The biggest problem for Mick Potter, the Saints coach, is that they're having the trouble to get out of the... Is that a 40-20? No, short.
But it's gained good ground downfield for the Saints.
I'm just making that point, Eddie, is that they've only once, through their set of 6 in the second half, actually got over the halfway line and applied the pressure. They'll be hoping they can force the error now.
Mick Potter has blooded some fantastic youngsters this year. He's had to, because there are key personnel missing, the likes of Kyle Eastman. There is no veteran, of course, himself. But he will hand on a tremendous dynasty to Royce Simmons, who will come into Noted Road for 2011 as Mick Potter moves on to the Bradford Bulls.
You've got to remember as well, Eddie, that St. Helens have achieved everything they have this year so far, virtually without Isaiah Soliola, who was their major overseas recruitment, wasn't he? They played him either centre or second row. He's only featured in 2 games this year. Sadly, he's been injured. It's been amazing that they've been at the level they've had without the key big signing.
Yeah, and the likes of John Wilkins been out for long periods with that shoulder reconstruction.
Patsabaloo as well.
Yes. Vinnie Anderson. Oh, the ball's lost. Knock on.
That's a big error. That is a big error from Anderson there.
Oh, it was an offload. He tried to get rid of it.
He tried to get rid of it, and he didn't need to. Field position is so important now when you're behind on the scoreboard, especially with the likes of Lee Breers, Richie Myler. They've got the good kicking game, the short one. They've been teasing the Saints defence throughout.
Pulatua. They're so conscious of this fellow's ability to offload. Every time he gets the ball, there are 2 and 3 men around him. This is Flannery.
They've done a good job on Flannery. He normally makes many breaks out wide, but they've gone very low.
Graham drives it in again.
Is it too late to say? I think Vinnie Anderson might have been hard done by. If he offloaded that ball backwards and hit a St. Helens player, it's gone back to the ground, he can pick that up again.
That was the case he was making to the referee. We'd have none of it. Roby, another great run, but halted by Monaghan. Last tackle for St. Helens. Moore, Price, wide to Wilkin. A dab into the corner. Oh! And Hicks does well, and does very well.
Oh, he's looking to get away with that. He was very lazy to go down on the ball, and it looked as though he was going to give away the try. Look at that. Oh, he nearly got caught napping. A.D. Gardner was so close.
Well, A.D. Gardner was hunting a try there. He's due a try. He scored on the last 7 visits to this ground. The St. Helens winger, A.D. Gardner. He's got 17.5 minutes remaining here to get one tonight, but what have we got ahead of us over those 17.5 minutes? How many more twists and turns? King! Good tackle by Flannery. Last one for Warrington. Louis Anderson. Myler gets the ball away to Monaghan. Oh, the pass to Wilkin! What a gift! And he's got the ball away to Foster. The gamble's come off. Second try for Foster. The gamble has paid off. Second try for Jamie Foster. Referee's not giving it yet.
Just check for onside, please.
Check for onside, says Thierry Alibert. Well, Steve Ganson just checked the lot.
Yes.
But why on earth did Monaghan offload? I mean, they really should have gone. Well, they're all going backwards, and the ball has already been played there. Is he offside? Well, boy, this would be hard.
I thought they could only check after the ball had cleared the play-the-ball area, which means you can't check for the offside from that, can you?
You're right. Stuart Cummings made that quite clear.
You're absolutely spot on.
You made it right there, Phil, because Stuart Cummings made it quite clear, so they've got to roll forward. They can only go back to when the ball is cleared away
from the ruck area.
Yep. So therefore...
But they can't really look at this, can they?
No, they're not allowed to as far as the new rule is concerned. So they've got to go for it, but it looks like they're going to wipe it off.
They're going to turn this down. It's going to be turned down, this. He's not checked the grounding or anything else other than the play the balls. I thought they couldn't. In fact, we've been told they can't check until the ball clears the ruck.
Looks like they're having a rethink to me. Either that or
tap the screen, it's frozen.
Yeah, they're having a rethink.
Well, they can only check. If the referee has not caught them for offside at the play the ball, then they can't utilise that. The video referee, which is Steve Ganson, to my mind, is not allowed to utilise it. That's how I read the new law.
Well, I thought they may have been checking to see whether Wilkin was offside because he had come off a St Helens play, but that's clearly not the case. There's no elements of offside there. That's a backward pass, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fine.
To Foster. And I think now, with a second opinion...
had a major rethink here. I think Steve Ganson has just had a major rethink.
Well, we're all looking if that's the case.
Yep, and
He's
I think
checked
they've
the
got
grounding
it right. Now, Warrington will be furious, but Stuart Cummings, and there's a confirmation that Warrington and their coach Tony Smith will not be too happy with it, but when he looks back at the emails that would have probably been sent out by Stuart Cummings, head of the referees, and you're right, Eddie, you made it, I think it was about 4 or 5 weeks ago, you made it quite clear to everybody.
It was when we had a try disallowed from the play the ball. I'm trying desperately to think where it was. Was it Hull Wakefield?
At Wakefield.
Anyway.
Kirk Yeaman.
You think you're right?
Yeah.
The big thing is, though, why didn't the kick go through? I know they had to have a bit of a gamble, but that was a shocker from Michael Monaghan. Tony Smith would have been screaming, we want the ball downfield. Well, you take your chances.
Opportunist, Steve. That's the best description of that try.
Very much so. And Steve Ganson only looked at that incident now after the ball had cleared the ruck. But I'm convinced he had his finger poised over the no try button. Can Foster add the extras? No. 20-26. But I wondered how many twists and turns, and we've just seen a major one.
Well, will somebody list this event as an unmissable moment in sport? Please, please. The number of times that these two sides provide the drama. Here it is here, they're reluctant to run it on the last tackle. It could have been a try to Warrington, a spectacular effort, as it was. Wilkin, with his risk-taking ability, has provided the further 4 points through Jamie Foster. And now we're sitting in that comfortable 6-point zone, 15 minutes to go.
Phil, did it not surprise you that Monaghan offloaded when really he should have gone for opted for the kick? They were only 2 points behind.
He must have thought that somebody was in a better position to make that kick. I can only imagine it's hard to predict what was going through his mind, but I do know what was going through my mind, that I'm not going to miss any of the next 15 minutes, Eddie.
Well, you're right, Phil, this is an unmissable event, but you know, the Engage Super League is unmissable each and every week, and more people are coming to the game over the course of the season, and as we build to Old Trafford on October the 2nd, it will just reach fever pitch. What a pass! Price! He's got support either way as well, and great kick for Foster. Foster is denied by Myler. Wonderful defence in the end from Richie Myler.
This is brilliant. Brilliant play. Both sides, they scramble back in the Wolves. They needed to. Leon Price offload, superb. I'm sick and tired of using that word, but I can't use any other. I mean, that's what it is.
Carvel, Warrington having to get out of their own quarter, and Carvel's drive takes them over the 20-metre mark.
In and around the Warrington ruck, or in around the middle of the field, is where Leeds came here and had tremendous success in that fantastic win we saw on Sky Sports. St Helens doing much more the same.
Nelly with a high shot on Ben Westwood. And that's a relieving penalty for the Wolves.
Just what they needed as well. Just a lazy action there by the big centre.
Ben Westwood, he just looked then, I mean, he's been clattered round the ears, and he just looked as though he'd been bitten by a little wasp.
Well, in many ways, he looks like a punchbag with legs, doesn't he? I mean, he just keeps going and going. He is afraid of nothing, that guy.
Monahan. Atkins goes to ground wisely, because that's the touchline there that St Helens were forcing him towards. That's a good run from Louis Anderson. Monahan wants to get on with it quickly, and the referee has given the penalty because interference at the play of the ball.
He's had a few of those as well as John Wilkin. Got to be very, very careful. I know they're trying to just slow everything down, but well spotted by the official. But it's going to take something special, maybe an inside pass, even a little chip through.
It's Morley. It's Carvel. Still going, Gareth Carvel. Banged underneath the St Helens sticks. They've lined out down this left-hand side, Warrington, and Monahan goes right and goes on his own. Referee doing his best to let Warrington have a quick play of the ball. Breers just short.
Wellens just took the ball away.
Monahan
down.
Great defence so far.
Breers is screaming for it.
Breers gets it. Kick wide, no! Into the in-goal area. And Roby takes it over the dead ball line. Goal line dropout. But Saints somehow have survived that avalanche.
Great work. Great team spirit. And the man that's having an absolute outstanding day is James Roby. He's been the provider. He's created, and now he's been the saviour. Got to be a deep one. How good is the chase? How much of these players got it left in the tank?
Mathers will run it back as far as Scott Moore. Saints not out of the top 4 since 2004. Sorry, I meant the top 2. And if they win here today, they're right back in the hunt for the top 2.
Just calm down, Eddie.
Carvel! Oh!
Hargreaves tackle. Try save, but he was on his way.
Monahan! They grab it in. And in the end, he's held. The referee shouting down the ears of all the players. Anderson to Westwood. Graham flies out to the line. Loose pass. They've lost momentum here, but it's with Morley. Now Mathers. Mathers dubbed down the line for Riley. Picked up by... Oh, it's picked up by King and Foster. Foster to the rescue for Saints.
Unbelievable. Matt King thought that one of his players was there, and Jamie Foster has come to the rescue. That is a try saver. One of the best you'll ever see. Well done, youngster. Hard luck on that man, Matt King.
And credit James Graham for the play before that, the shootout on Morley. They were cut for numbers, shooting out and putting pressure on Adrian Morley, gave the St Helens defence a chance to come across and rescue that play.
Price just hits the ball downfield, I think, to relieve the pressure. Hicks will run it back as we go back down to Bill.
Eddie, John Wilkins just left the field for Saints, and I'm not sure if it was an injury. He looked very unhappy to be coming off, though, shaking his head furiously as he walked down the sidelines.
King is away! Matt King! Oh! Knock on!
He should have passed in the first place, Richie Marler. But to be fair to Matt King, I think at the very break, you'd find that Richie Marley was just a touch in front, and that's the reason why King couldn't offload. And when he does, it is a forward pass and a knock-on, sheer frustration. But
so close.
I think that Matt King could see that Richie Miley was just a touch, maybe only a couple of inches, but he was in front.
I think you're right, Steve. I think he was hesitant to throw that ball. Richie Milo just in his enthusiasm to back up the play, just getting slightly ahead of Matt King. Great cover tackle by James Graham.
Cunningham from the back of the scrum. 9.5 minutes remaining. St Helens with a 6-point advantage. This is Paul Clough. Cunningham waits. Graham's on his shoulder. That's Wellens. This is Graham. Scrambling defence from Warrington. Cunningham. Price. That's Matty Ashurst out there.
All they've got to do is...
Knock on!
Oh, knock on! I was just about to say that Saints, all they have to do is to drive towards the sticks, go for the 1 point, stretch the lead to 7. Big hit, wasn't it, by Lee Briers?
Oh.
That says it all. He knows at the back of his mind, or even at the front, that's where he's rubbing. All they had to do was drive in, set themselves up for that drop goal.
Solomona for Warrington. Ooh, nearly lost the ball,
He has. Oh no, penalty. Interference. Ashurst gets the hand underneath. More pressure. I must say, Eddie, this has been a fantastic game. I think a draw would be an absolute wonderful result.
I've no idea what Matty Ashurst did then.
Well, you might get your draw, Steve. Warrington look very, very dangerous when they can keep the ball in hand. They get a chance to shift it out wide here to Louis Anderson and Matt King, looking very, very sharp.
Well, he's had 2 opportunities here in the big centre, Matt King. The passing side was picked off by Foster, and then the Myler knock-on after he made the initial break.
Good run from Wood, that. He's just on. 3 tackles gone. They're 10 metres away, Warrington, with Monaghan. Monaghan to Solomona. Trying to use his weight to out-muscle the St Helens defence. Monaghan's there. Will he pinch one himself? No, he'll give it to Briers. Will Briers slide the kick in? Yes, he does! And it's Westwood again! Ben Westwood's second try! The first back in the fire. And Westwood, what a contribution from this guy. 2 tries, and he's kicked superbly as well. 4 from 4, makes it 5 from 5. We're level.
Well, we wanted this game, or I certainly did. A draw would be an absolute great result, but there's still plenty of minutes to tick away, as you can see. But that man, Lee Briers, has done it yet again. Kicks early in the tackle count. Thierry Alibert didn't want to go upstairs. He thought he was onside anyway. He gets it down. What a marvellous match this man has had.
You're going to be hard pushed tonight, Steve-O, to pick the man of the match out of this. He's a candidate, the way he's played. This kick to level the scores. It's 24 Warrington, 26 St Helens. Oh, I can't believe it. I cannot believe that he's missed that one.
You've hexed him, you two. You've jinxed him.
He can't believe it either. It was not an impossible situation. Tony Smith's face says it all, doesn't it?
What a kick from Briers, though, to put the try on a plate.
And he'll get a lot of satisfaction, Eddie. He's probed all night with his kicks. Hasn't had the same result as he did against Wigan. We see this time. Bingo, 4 points. Ben Westwood, right man, right time. Lee Briers will get an awful lot out of that.
But with 6 minutes to go, it's a difficult angle, isn't it, to be fair, but he's just pushed it wide of the posts. So Warrington must come from their own line. Here comes Morley. Come on. Who's going to win, boys?
It's a 1-pointer, that's what I'm looking for.
Well, why you wouldn't go now with a 1 point, 2 points in it?
6 minutes to go. I'm going to go Warrington. Chance my arm will go Warrington. Mystic Meg, what do you say?
Here's Monaghan! Monaghan's away! Matt King! Price just did enough. He's got to finish them off.
But Monaghan, so often the key player. Briers is going for glory!
What a mess.
Hit the deck.
Solomona! Oh! Graham to the rescue for St Helens.
They had the momentum. King yet again. Solomona tried his hand. Maybe it would have been better to just take the tackle, put the kick in. 6 attacking kicks we've had already from Lee Briers.
There's another candidate for your man of the match, by the way, James Graham.
Surrender!
I tell you what, have we got 34 bottles of champagne?
Well, if you put your hand in your pocket, I don't mind offering it to them.
I know it would be my shout. You never even would give anything to anybody after a game like this. Can't believe it.
Sensational.
That's Sean McGuinness. How much are these St Helens youngsters gaining in the experience of this night? The kick, though, is into the arms of Mathers, who shouts to Riley, come on! And Mathers will run it back. As far as Foster and Flannery.
And what about those special guests over from Ireland that never seen this game before?
No, exactly. What a night they've chosen. I believe that Warrington Town won the Peace Cup 9-0. I'll tell you what, this will have them all changing sport. Monaghan, Atkins.
They needed a few more yards forward. Or meters, it doesn't matter. Oh, he's given him a penalty. Chris Flannery turns in absolutely dismay at the official, but there's little doubt. And there you see Atkins, he's built it. He's built it as well as Benny Hill.
Well, they didn't want to go for two, and the draw, they've gone for broke. And here's Myler, who gives it to Wood, the offload king. Trying to get the arms free, legs pumping. Warrington on the verge with Morley.
Breers is there. Will they go early? No.
It's Wood again.
Breers wants it. He doesn't got to go for the kick, I don't think. He's not deep enough.
There's the kick into the in-goal area. Where did that bounce? It is grounded in goal. He's furiously Breers.
It ricocheted off Hussein's player. He wanted it dinked into the corner. Oh. Pressure all over the place. Kicks through. Oh, they got there in time. This is unbelievable.
It's on the knife edge. 2.5 minutes remaining. St Helens in no hurry to take this drop out.
How far can they kick this ball? They need to get this as far away from their line as possible.
It's only as far as halfway. Mathers runs it back. Slips under pressure from Pulatua.
Surely Tony Smith's got the word out now to Lee Breers. Bring the big forwards on like Morley. Shunt them down. Go early. Don't wait for the last. Saints will come out of it. But you know what Breers could do? He could throw a dummy and go on his own.
Paul Wood. Tremendous run from Wood again.
Chris Hicks is the danger, Eddie. Oh no, yes he is.
They're going with Breers. They come wide to Clark. Oh, off the chest of Matt King.
It wasn't the best pass. It was not the best pass at all.
Wolfie is going crazy.
Oh, it was too hard. Oh,
Clark's
John
pass.
Clark just, and I think it might have been a touch forward as well.
Do you reckon he might have even shown and gone himself, John Clark? They seem to have slid off him, Steve-O, straight away.
2 points in it.
Easy staying it from up here.
1.5 minutes to go. Roby. Cunningham gets it away to McGuinness. This is Ashurst.
What about the confidence there of McGuinness and Ashurst there to pass the ball, Eddie? Less than 2 minutes to go, 2 points in front. That's great ability. The backing of their own ability is admirable.
Wilkin, well, he's taking his time. Here's Pulatua. Oh, he's lost it. Here's Warrington's last chance. 1 minute to go.
They won't mess it up now, Eddie. They'll drive, quick play the ball. Breers will say, I need it. Richie Myler trying to make the penalty.
This is Matt King. 40 seconds remaining. St Helens with their noses in front. Warrington's last chance. This is Wood. Here's Mathers. Great tackle by Ashurst. Monaghan to Breers. Breers goes wide and finds Matt King. Melly stood off him. Price comes in with Wilkin. Down he goes. 20 seconds remaining. It's with Breers. The kick. Here it is. Last chance saloon. Flick back. Picked up. Riley, another kick has to be. Oh, it's poor. Saints have done it again. St Helens have done it again.
He's still going.
They haven't tackled him.
He's still going. They haven't tackled. It is now. It's all over. Fully deserved a draw. Well done, all you players out there.
St Helens have won again against the Warrington Wolves. 26-24. The Wolves' agony goes on and on. They ran their blood to water. Look what it means to St Helens. Leon Price and James Graham. The Warrington fans cannot believe it. So near again, and yet so far. Westwood has had the game of his life and ended up on the losing side. The kick, the final kick.
Just didn't come out, did it right, and then they had the opportunity to go for it.
Eamon McManus, the St Helens chairman.
He cannot believe it, and it's so sad, isn't it, that Westwood just could not convert his own try. I was screaming for a draw, and he deserved it, it really did.